Okay, we're going to get started. I want to thank everyone for coming out. This is 404ing it, breaking down the internet. It is a comedy panel that I do across the country. My name is Baer, and right now I'll introduce our panelists. You want to grab a microphone? This is Austin Walker.
Hi.
Brett White.
Hello. Hello.
And then Danielle Riendeau.
Hi.
Yeah, say hi to them. Great action shot of Danielle and Austin, and then a dumb photo of me and Brett where only I knew we were getting our photo taken. So what is 404ing? Well, we talk about the internet and stuff from it that we love. We talk over videos and photos, so you'll probably make use of the screens. We try to be positive, and particularly this weekend, I'll say I'm going to emphasize try. We're going to try very hard to be positive. We will swear. It will be fun. We might not be positive the whole time. We will probably swear the whole time. And because I've performed this in places that I always say, like, when we're swearing, it's because we're like, yeah, this fucking rules. But occasionally it might be like, fuck. But my hope is that in showcasing the little elements of the internet, which is just so much garbage, there are little pockets of awesome in that, and we can shine a light on that and hopefully entertain you for a bit. Also, we'll have a special guest about halfway through. I'll send my panelists away and do a cool interview. But for right now, let's look at a YouTube showcase. This is Grand Illusions. This is a YouTube channel. There's a man named Tim, and he's an old weird man that loves puzzles. He loves puzzles and gadgets, and he's just a fun old British man. He owns a toy store and makes so many YouTube videos. Let's just watch this first one and not talk over it, and then we'll talk over a bunch of the other ones.
Here's a delicious looking ice cream with my two favorite flavors, tangerine and lime. Goodness me. You should try first. I think I'll try the lime first.
Right? Some of the videos are very long and some of them are just that short. And it's just like, I just need it, you know? Sometimes you just need that guy.
He owns the toy store?
Yeah.
So these are like commercials.
It's someone it is weird things from his collection that he's like, I got this in Japan in 1970 and I don't know what it is. And sometimes it is stuff that they probably sell in the store.
I just learned two things about that man. One, he owns a toy store, and two, he solved at least 6 murders.
Oh, there's definitely some sort of TV show where they're just like, no, we can't go see Tim again. It's like, I don't know. There are puzzle pieces everywhere. Alright, let's watch another one.
It's a strange looking thing. It's a bit like one of those push-along cars, but it's got all those wheels, and it reminds me of one of those things used on the road to repair the road, the tarmac cabin. In fact, this is a very clever device for something quite different, almost the opposite. Because in the middle there, you put a sheet of paper, and you roll.
So now you find a weird thing in the store and you're like, oh, that's weird. He buys those. Like, that's what this dude does. He's just like, I'm gonna buy that thing. And also, I watch almost every video. Education should really be in quotes there. They don't really mean education so much as they mean it's like, oh, okay.
Did you know paper could be cut?
Yeah, it's pretty much that level.
Well, I'm learning a lot right now.
Yeah. All right.
Pop-ups. This is a very nice little toy. It's just basically there's little picture blocks that kids assemble to make a picture, and this one makes 4 different pictures. But they start with completely flat pieces of cardboard. But they're all elasticated, so when you take your hand off, it goes. Whoa! Now you've got pictures, and you lay them out, and you set up your pictures, whatever they are, you know, nap form and so on like that. But look down there, these pieces all fold flat like this, and fit into a little box, so you've got about 9 instantly. It takes up no room at all.
I mean, I bet they don't make that anymore. But thanks, Tim, for just owning it. He owned that, and he was like, oh, we gotta get to the pop-up puzzles.
I want to give one of his toys to like everyone I know as Christmas gifts for one year.
Yeah, just go down the list.
Team Christmas. Yeah. Perfect. Tim Christmas.
I'm going to show you a toy which I
He's a detective. Again, look at him.
Yeah, Austin, you might remember this video. I showed it
But he
a
and
little
I
bit earlier this
agree
year.
this particular toy is probably the best thing we've ever done together. It's probably the best thing we've ever had in our collections. I show it all the time at parties, and he at shows. So,
But I do believe that this guy shows this invention at parties, and I guarantee you it goes over very well.
Potential energy.
I like he calls these inventions.
Yeah. I mean,
The most spectacular way is kinetic energy.
This is my favorite video to find in The Witness.
Whoa! That's like some Beetlejuice shit.
I will say this, he's gonna set up the second one. What fun. It's just it's a phrase that no one says. No one says, what fun? Like, that's not real.
Put it on my shoulder like a
That's from the camera.
This is why he lost the glasses. 'Cause this was like, there was a serious chance of injury here in case there was any mishap.
Do it again, do it again, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, ooh. This is. Okay, that was weirdly.
That was a little.
That was a little sensual. Like,
Oh.
I mean, it's a particular choice of color.
Creative.
Some videos have a whole thing, some don't have a whole thing at the end. He's been doing it for years.
he needs a branding manager because he has like a million different logos.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have a pulling from over a course of, I would say, 5 years of videos. So also, when I do YouTube showcases, I don't just go like, oh, this person made a funny video. They have to have content. And this guy has content.
Endless.
I asked a friend of mine, Clive Panton, to come along and demonstrate something which he said is well worth seeing. So I'm looking forward to it. Clive, what is it you've got for us?
It's a lung capacity test.
I've never seen Clive in another video, only this one video.
I shipped them.
Yeah, they were dating
Sure. What you have to do is just blow very hard and see if you can get this windmill to go round.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So you want to blow very hard. Give it a try, Tim.
You gotta clean it up. So they are not in a relationship.
What happened, Tim?
I know why this guy was never in another video.
To reveal, sadly.
Neil's a rival toy store.
Sitcom. Perfect sitcom idea.
I 100% believe that Tim knew that something was going to happen, that there's a joke, but not what the joke was. Like, that doesn't feel like a guy who's like, yeah, and then I get sprayed. Like, he's not that good of an actor, so he didn't know what was going to happen, but he certainly didn't know it was going to be powder shot into his nose. Because then, when he talks, it comes out of his nose. He took that very poorly. I'll say. Anyway, so yeah, that's Grand Illusions. At the end of the show here, I'll mention my Tumblr, and all throughout the week, I will be posting all these videos directly, so you can go and share them again and see them. We're gonna do another segment. I'll do another segment where we look at some awesome YouTube videos, but right now, let's talk about birds. All right, okay, we will clap. I didn't expect that. I appreciate clapping.
Very pro-bird audience.
So my opinion is that we don't talk enough about birds and in general, because they're out there. There are everyone, not everyone, but some people have a friend who owned a bird. Like in one of those things where you're the cat people or dog people, and there's like, I'm a bird person, and you kind of say it like that.
Superstore.
What?
Best character on Superstore, Dina.
Yeah.
Real into the birds.
Yeah.
She sings to them every night. Yeah.
I think we don't give them enough credit. So I assembled a couple videos of like fun birds. And maybe birds you don't think about. Like this bird, you probably don't think about in your life. Like, do you ever think about a flamingo just out there in the world being a flamingo?
Tap dancing.
Where is this? This is not.
It's in Discovery Cove, Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a doctor's waiting office. Where are my test results?
Yeah, it's a nervously pacing flamenco. Yeah. But I think about lawn ornament flamingos, not like that's a bird that's out there. You know what I mean?
Its legs are so thin.
Yeah. Thin, cool legs.
Oh, it was the end of the video. I thought it posed.
That'll work.
All right, here's another dancing bird. This bird is great. It's just a bird in a paper bag with a camera in the bag. This is a little tap dance bird.
Very excited.
Just having a great time.
It's just like the
And then
Android
leaves the
alien.
bag.
He's excited.
No, I didn't go. I just love the end where it's like, I dance, then I left the bag. I'm not done. Come at that camera.
It's like a horror movie. It's like the last jump
A
scare.
little bit of a jump scare. So here's the thing that I found out a couple years ago, and every once in a while, I just, like this video I showed before, but I just remember that this is a thing that exists, because it had never occurred to me that you person right there, you could own a duck. And then the duck just take a nap on you. Like this is a guy, that's a person, there's a foot there. That's just a fucking snoring duck. Like I don't know. It's just a thing that exists.
So there has to be a video somewhere of a duck owner and the duck is wearing like a little sailor suit, right?
Brian, now I'm gonna be up all night looking at it. God damn it.
I got excited.
Brian, you know me better.
Is it waking up?
No, and then the video ends. This is like that's a
Clarify
house.
question.
What up?
Were they both snoring?
No, I think he's filming that duck.
Okay.
In this scenario, Danielle, does this guy sleep with a camera?
I gotta know what's going on. Gotta know what's going on.
And they're both snoring together.
And my thought is they originally were taking a nap together.
Yes.
And then this person woke up and was like, oh, my duck's snoring. And it was just like camera that I keep close for duck photo videos.
Duck purposes.
For duck purposes. We got one more. These are wild animals, so maybe be careful when you walk into a CVS and find this happening. This is a CVS full of like fucking ducks.
What's with the Swiffer? Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Oh, I apologize. Mallards. These are mallards.
There's a sale on Easter.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
They went GaymerX.
You saw it right away, Austin. The person with the Swiffer, just trying to like shoo them out.
Yeah.
There is a guy in the shot. The blue pants there. Gentleman does in that video just go, don't bother. Like, you trying to corral ducks for? Come on.
They'll leave when you're done.
Yeah.
He's going off with the cleaning bill.
Yes. The cleaning bill for that carpet. Very good, audience member. Okay. Let's see here, and then we've got Yeah, so I'll do another YouTube showcase. I'm not great with pronunciation. This is a Japanese word for like bizarre. And this YouTube channel looks at weird stuff in Japan. It's a Japanese gentleman that films weird stuff. There's a product review we'll look at in a little bit, but the first segment is a series of big, small, and little, and various object-sized things, because it seems like this person is really interested in that.
Loving the music.
People should teach comedy with this video. Go back for when the beginning first starts. Like, also, that intro music, like you said, is fantastic. What could it be? It said shortest train. What could how small could it be? Perfect.
That's the small train. And that's it.
How many people could fit in that train?
I'm gonna guess 2. I'm gonna say like someone like 8. That is a 1-passenger train. That's what I'm gonna say. And then we've got this is the smallest 7-Eleven. I don't believe it's the world's smallest, but it is It's a pretty small 7-Eleven.
It's like a short 7-Eleven too. It's not just.
It's not like it's stacked on top.
Most of that store is plastic.
Most of that store is outside of that store.
And then also there's a cat.
Big a cat.
There's just a cat. That's just a cat in that video. There's a bunch of just like, there's a cat. Okay, this one, like the train is amazing, and that one's like, this one like almost makes me mad. Like I'm kind of pissed off about this. Like fuck this thing. Look at it. It's not just back the stairs. It's not just that it's short. There's also stairs.
Why not just open the escalator?
It only goes down.
I appreciate that the gentleman who films these rode that short escalator. Didn't just film it. He was like, I'm gonna get on this thing. There's some different angles, and it's important. But yeah, it's not just that like you don't really need an escalator there, or it's that there's also stairs. So it's worthless?
But also, I feel like it would make more sense to be the one going up.
Exactly.
But like gravity's already doing the work walking downstairs.
Yeah.
It's actually harder to get on that thing than it is to just walk down the damn stairs.
Then we got our, there's a cat for no reason. So I might skip ahead in this video because this is,
You're not allowed.
Wait. Well, so this is just a product review of an instant grill. And that's the reason I actually wanted to show this was just so that I could tell you that, like, it's not just short, quick little videos on this channel. It's also, like, this is like a 15-minute video, which is why we're not going to watch all of it. Because it's mostly just, like, you can buy these in the States. Like, you can get those here. That's what you're into. And
In the comment section, is it like people who are torn between like, you gotta do more product reviews, and people who are like, fuck this product review, where's the short train? That is why I come to your channel.
Why isn't this grill smaller?
Yeah. This is the world's smallest grill.
because I would say the international audience for this channel is looking for the big, small, weird things. Like the next video is more like is for that, and these kind of videos I think are more for the a Japanese audience that is looking for cool things in Japan.
Real reviews.
Real reviews. So that's mostly just like cooking some stuff, and then he's gonna eat it at some point. That's really all it is.
I love his music choices. This is very soothing.
Impeccable.
This is very nice. It's just grilling on a Saturday.
Alright, we're gonna jump to the next one, because it's just...
No! Drama! Drama!
We did not want you to jump to the next one.
I just got excited.
It just seems like a nice day.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. I appreciate that he's outside doing this review. He's not like, just like in a garage or something. Like,
It's dangerous.
it's like, I gotta go outside to do
The
this.
ambiance.
Yeah. I mean, I've never used one of these, but I know people that have purchased these things for like tailgating and stuff. It's like, yeah, it seems alright.
I am hungry.
Yeah.
I think we might be watching this whole video.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
I
is a
don't-
YouTube video.
At some point, I am going to go to the next video. Every time I start, I'm like, well, what if something happens? I don't remember every moment of this video.
You might drop that.
Alright, let's see. If you
Small
drop...
train might hit him.
Okay, alright, yeah, we're going to the... Alright. So this is the thing that I'm like, we're not watching all this video because it doesn't get more or less interesting. It's just video of all of these vending machines.
Groovy, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very interesting.
Vending machines are very modern.
Hey.
I mean, it's a lot of vending machines.
Yeah.
And some of them seem to be duplicates and some seem to be individual style machines. But so it's like, okay, we took a tour, that was fun. Nope, now we gotta look at each one.
Listen, everyone out there, you can all have YouTube channels. You can all do whatever you want. If he can do this.
And the people were also being like, oh, that's fun to like, oh man, you did that, huh? Okay.
Wait, how many views does this have, do you know?
I don't remember this particular video.
This is successful. This is a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah, this person seems to be doing all right as far as the internet goes.
Oh, you counting them?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's a counter in the bottom. And some of the stuff I'm just like, yeah, okay. And some are like, yeah, all right. Like we already saw 2 vending machines with Pepsi. This one has Coke in it. And this one like there's like cans and like it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason.
So this is a criminal front, right? This is.
Gotta launder this money.
Yeah.
So you bought 88 vending machines? Yeah. Where do those run? This address. I know. Why was that so long? Like these, the pauses so you can really read it, I guess.
He wants you to see every product in there. It's
That one's better a little bit. Yeah, it's. Yeah, those are beers. So great. We're in the beer section.
This is a lot of editing. This is a lot of editing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time. Like, they always have numbers in there individually. It's like pains there.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot more to this video. Yeah, this is a 15-minute fucking video about vending machines. That's too much. Yeah, there's like a lot. I mean, yeah. If this was an automat style, like where you could microwave some stuff, you might be able to get by. All right. Well, I'm going to jump towards the end. You can do the. I just want to see like 55. Here we go. So this is 54. We're rolling papers. And then, yep, your Swisher sheets.
You love these?
Yeah, and your cigarettes. And that's it. And then, oh no, there was one more.
That's not part of the same thing. That just happens to be there.
Yeah. Oh! Oh! Fashion.
Donate to Planned Parenthood.
Family plan. Yeah, top 8. True. Yeah. And then, it's just an outdoor vending machine place.
That place is banging on Friday nights, though. I bet it's just. Get it.
And like the only trash cans I've ever seen in any video of the band.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, they want you to go in one way and out the other. This was at some point some other thing, I think. Anyway, yeah. So that's that website, that YouTube channel has like so many videos. So at this point, we have some time. Normally it's just myself and some guests. We look at some videos. Very soon we'll look at some videos that you brought me. But right now we're going to switch things up. I'm going to send you away, and I'm going to bring up our special guest. Is that cool?
Okay.
Great. All right, awesome. So please give a warm round of applause for EMiSpicer. Yeah, take all your stuff and get out of here.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I planned this. Yay. They had at least one email that said this was going to happen. So, yeah. Chest.
Wow.
Hi, Emmy.
Hi.
So, Emmy, you were a photographer. You're actually taking photos today here, right?
No, that's wrong.
What?
That's not what I do at all.
What? Oh, no.
I think you've confused me for someone. No, that's true.
Okay, good. Like, I know that you were kidding. I know that was a joke, but there's a little part of me that's so tired that they were like, did I mess up my friends? Because I don't think I did.
That's a dog.
What? Oh, that's a dog. You scared around a
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
Oh, man. No. Oh, man. Thank you. I've been thinking about dogs.
I wish I had a service dog.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, Emmy, you're a photographer, and you're photographing, taking photos at this event. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm GaymerX's head of photography. Hi.
Talking to this microphone.
Wow.
While we do this interview.
You have two microphones.
Yeah, this is just, I gotta lean, I I got a barrier to this one, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, so, let me just have, there we go, here. So, I thought it would be fun to kind of go through some photos that you sent me, and I pulled some, because you took a lot of photographs this year. Is that
Oh,
correct?
yeah. Should I explain photo hell?
Yeah, let's talk about
Okay.
photo hell.
Okay. So I'm kind of bad at naming things, and I came up with this really elaborate project. So the way I came up with this was when we were planning GX4 earlier this year, or was it last year? I don't remember when. Hi, Matt. That's my boss, Matt, over there. When we were planning GX4, I said, hey, I think around that time, Fantastic Arcade happened. I think if we pick this weekend, it'll be the same week as Fantastic Arcade, and sure enough it was. And I said, what if I did both? And Matt was like, well, okay, you can do that, I guess. And then I realized that Indiecade happened very shortly after GX4, and I was like, well, it doesn't make sense. I'm based out of New York. It doesn't make sense for me to go all the way back to New York and then back to California again. That just doesn't make sense time-wise or financially. So maybe I'll do Austin and then the Bay Area and then LA. Maybe I'll do that. And the final piece of the puzzle was I was in San Francisco for GDC. I was staying with my friend Neve, who you all might know as the musician Chipsel. Our friend Nathan, who is also a musician, he goes by Darius Cullen, they were like, we're gonna be playing a show in Japan in September and you should go. I was like, oh, I guess I could do that too, couldn't I? And so Photo Hell was born, and Photo Hell, I went from New York to Tokyo to Austin, Texas, to the Bay Area to LA. I got back to I started on September 4th, and I got back on the 29th. And yeah, I'm bad at naming things. I started calling it Photo Hell as a joke, and then I couldn't come up with anything better, so Photo Hell it was.
Yeah, so you sent me some photos. We'll look through them. We'll talk. If there's anything that stands out to you, we'll talk about it. If not, we'll move on to the next one. But you sent me stuff from 3 events, 3 of these
Correct.
events.
So the only photos I haven't gotten to yet are the ones from the event in Japan. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. The way I edit photos is that, generally speaking, because the way I shoot thousands of photos at each event I go to, and that takes a long time to process. So what I do is I tend to send over 5 to 10 of the very best photos from each day to each event, so that way they can use them for press purposes. I call them the quick picks, and I've done that so far for 3 of the 4 events. These will all also be going up on my Patreon. A lot of the only people who have seen these have been in press materials for the events, or no, that's it. So they aren't even on my Patreon yet, so you all are getting a peek at a bunch of photos that no one else has ever seen.
Oh,
So.
hell yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Sweet, exclusive. All right, so let's look at Fantastic Arcade. Fantastic Arcade, that's in Austin?
Yeah, so Fantastic Arcade is a really great festival-style event that happens alongside a film event in Austin, Texas. It's wonderful. It's 4 days. Each day runs about 12 to 13 hours. The blocks are set up in 90 minutes because it's, like I said, alongside a film festival, and it's completely unstructured. People just kind of get up and do their own thing. The first year I went, a lot of people would be like, yeah, so I was really inspired by this kind of music, and now we're just gonna sit around and listen to it. Head Launcher was debuted there, and we just sat around watching clips from sci-fi movies that inspired it. It's incredible. This year there were a lot of people doing playthroughs of their own games, which is also incredibly fun. One of my favorites, if you go on the Venus Patrol YouTube, you can see Kenny Sun and Alec Thompson and Jenny, and so Kenny plays through his game Circa Infinity, I believe it's called, and Alec grills him the entire time, and Kenny just delivers these really deadpan answers. It's totally hilarious. case, I strongly recommend looking at it. But yeah, fantastic arcade.
So yeah, I love this. We've got some photos of people debuting stuff. We've got some photos of some of the games people playing. I just really love that as an iconography that tells you exactly the kind of event you're going to be at.
And that's actually an award. There are 2 awards that are delivered.
Wait, that's an award?
Yeah, that's an award.
Man, that's fucking rad.
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. There's like, I forget how, there's audience choice, and then there's just like a general, like, this is a good game award. I forget what they title it, but that was the award that people got.
That's really cool. I just thought that was like a marquee thing. And then there's some people playing games. Looks like you're somewhat traditional setup.
Yeah, those are the, when you work an event, there are always sponsors, and you got to take photos of the fact that the sponsors were there so that they're happy, and that's what that is. That's people playing the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
You might have heard of a small company called PlayStation.
Yeah. And there's people playing their
Oh yeah, there's Jenny.
their fancy glow-up light laptops like the one I'm using right now.
I love Jenny, creator of the what? What did I say? The glitch. That's
The glitch. And I'm
That's Kenny.
Also, cool arcade cabinets. Those are just fucking rad arcade cabinets. I love different size. I love like that size for.
Oh yeah, so all those games are custom made for Fantastic Arcade. They're all commissioned, and many games that end up being played and well loved throughout the year, like Wheels of Aurelia, for example, was commissioned as a Fantastic Arcade game, and others. But yeah.
And then yeah, that's just like a cool custom table and weird, awesome. Like I don't know, there's just something about it.
It's scrappy. Little Bug is great also. The 2 people making that have never made games before. One of them works in like comics and stuff like that. It's really good. You should check it out.
This is kind of a weird, I don't know anything about this, but it's
Oh yeah, so that's like one of those marquee signs. Somebody like made a game engine for it, and like you can make games for that thing. A couple of people did.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's not a thing you're gonna find in even most conventions, like something very unique like that. Yeah, and that's just like another example of like, I don't know, I got really set on putting these in here.
Yeah. A lot of the times when it comes to like custom arcade cabinets like that, I'll document every single one, and like.
Because they might not even take the time to really take good photos of it either.
Exactly, yeah. So that's kind of what I aim to do. I aim to give like a resource for people who don't usually have access to it, and part of that is just proving that everything existed, especially when it's custom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that could break on the way back pretty easily. I don't know, I just thought that was a cool shot with the arcade behind them and the screen on the wall. And then, yeah, there's talks. I mean, like, we don't have to go through every single one of these. It's just like the idea that these people like got to talk about their games and their weird things and their influences.
Yeah.
This makes more sense for me that sometimes people just show things they like. Because I was just like, is that a video game? Or is that just a thing they thought was great?
Well, it's 2 things. So there's like it's an iPhone game where you dance, and so the guy who created it got professional dancers to perform the game, and that's what this is. So he's showing the video of the professional dancers, and I'm taking a picture of the video being shown.
Okay.
Very simple and not at all convoluted.
I also like, there'll be some shots you can see, like, I just like this is just a cool venue for like a talk where you have like room to have like food and stuff. And yeah, I just love, I'm like, I don't know what that is. That's great. Yeah, like just an audience, like, this just seems like a cool way to like hang out in a panel.
Yeah, I just remembered we made a game this year as a part of Fantastic Arcade. It's called Block, 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 Block. It's about Space Court. It's very good. You should check it out. It's on itch.io. Alien Melon made it.
And I'm gonna probably say this a bunch. I mean, this is just a fucking rad photo. Like,
Oh, thank you.
like, I'm probably gonna say that often because you take excellent photos, but just like
Thank
the
you.
lighting on his hair. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like the projector lighting on the man's hair
That's-
is just fucking rad.
That's Wesley Adams. He's local to here. He's made. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he works in this building.
He's doing a talk tomorrow.
Yeah, he made Super Russian Roulette and NES Spectre. I actually made a game with him called, what did we call it? the drunkenness, where we made a cartridge into a breathalyzer and you blow into it and you get a score based on how drunk you are. We made that in 2011, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, some of these are just like, this is like, this guy's playing this game and there's a bunch of people watching like on a huge screen. I just love that that exists in this world. Like obviously that's happening in a bunch
Oh
of
yeah, that was a
places.
tournament.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
Please note the horse leg. I really like the horse leg a lot. That's a horse leg playing a game.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So I took that picture.
Yeah, this one was just like, kind of a cool
Yeah,
design.
sorry. Seizure warning.
Yes, there's a couple of these videos that are, a couple of these GIFs that are just giving you, he took a few photos and then we get to see some motion of it.
Yeah, like I said, I take thousands of photos, and sometimes I intentionally mash down on the shutter button to make little horrible jittery GIFs. Sometimes people like them.
Yeah, I do. There's
Cool.
at least one more of them in here. That's just, I just want to give a shout out to Gio. Gio's rad.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Gio, of course, he's just like
I was
rad.
too shy to talk to him, but he's cool.
Yeah, my interactions with him have been to like, I know who you are, like nod at, like we nod and then keep walking. Yeah. Also, the band is a pretty high place at PlayStation, but then was cosplaying at PAX West, and I was just like, that's rad. You are very secure in your job.
He made Beast Wars though. He like worked on Beast Wars. Like what the fuck? It's not even fair. How does he exist?
Yeah. That was mainly just because I saw Gio in these photos. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. I could be selfish. Yeah. Well, let's see. I thought this was just like, I think these are, I forget.
Yeah, that's Batsley again. And
Yeah.
Gregory Johnson. That's them talking about the EMiSpicer that they made at Fantastic Arcade last year.
And then just people playing. This is a good, like, action shots for people playing video games are always fun. This is like, yeah,
Yeah, especially when they're not making video game face, where they're just like dead inside.
Yeah.
That's my job, is to get people not making video game face.
And I just love this photo.
Oh yeah, that's when we were making block on block. See, there it is. It's
Yeah.
a game. It's wonderful.
And yeah, just like people into it. You get great reaction shots. People just having a good time. Like this is this is a bad reality of like, I'm into it and I'm really into it. And then the gentleman with the glasses who is like having a real good time.
Oh, that's
just
Pat.
like-
That's Pat Ash. Patrick Ash. Yeah.
That is- that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Real into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, another awesome like,
Oh, that girl won the tournament. This is from a tournament. She won.
nice. She's got on winner. Yeah, there's the last
Oh
play.
yeah, that's really good.
It's like, it's one of those things where like, I mean, we could figure out what that is, or it's just a cool thing that exists.
What's the game? What's the kind of game called where like they do like movie in the game? FMV.
Yeah.
I always want to call it AMV, and now you know that I'm a garbage person.
It's not an anime music video.
No, it's not. It could be.
I mean, it also probably is. It probably is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
video footage that exists that you find on the internet.
I'm right.
Someone put a song over it.
I'm an expert.
Yeah, there's a Linkin Park song that plays over this. Yeah.
I
No
tried
doubt.
so hard.
Now it's karaoke. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, by the way.
That's
Oh.
supposed to be.
What? Come on. I invited you. This is the other thing that like I'm very impressed with is obviously it helps with lighting, but like there's just something about like photographing DJs where I'm like, it's very hard to make that seem cool at all.
Well, it's important to know the context of me is that I started out in chiptune, which is people making music largely with Game Boys.
Yeah.
And so I had to make that look cool, which it isn't always. Sometimes it's just people standing perfectly still with the Game Boy. And I had to learn how to make that look really dynamic. And similarly with DJs, or electronic musicians in general, if they're just using a laptop, you have to get them looking really interesting with the laptop, even if they just stand there.
George and Jonathan are a duo, and they have like 2 laptops, and they're really, honestly, just hitting the space bar on each of them, but they make it seem like they're doing something amazing.
They flail
And
around so much.
They,
it's delightful.
they expend so much energy on stage that you're like, oh yeah, like you cheer when they're getting ready to do it, and I appreciate that. It's seeing a lot of musicians who are just like, okay, everybody have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna do this because that's all I can do now.
Very early in my career, they were like impossible for me to photograph.
Yeah.
They were just so dynamic, and I'm like, oh my god, like you're moving too fast, help!
This also obviously like the lighting helps a lot with it making it like a cool thing.
Cool visuals help with my job. I appreciate good visuals.
Yeah, it's just a couple like, and then also just like, that's just fucking cool. Okay, IndieCade, right?
IndieCade.
So we got IndieCade is awesome. There's the West Coast. They just started this. We had the second year of the East Coast here.
No, it's
right?
more than that now.
Well, the IndieCade East has been more than 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's been like 4.
Okay, well I apologize.
That's okay.
So this is IndieCade.
I'm not insulted, but they're doing their first European event
Hell yeah.
next week in Paris, which I can't go to, and I'm very sad. But
Yeah. So there's some awards, and all these awards are awesome and weird, and I really appreciate that about these kind of events. That like obviously we saw that arcade cabinet that was an award,
yeah,
and these are like cool and weird.
yeah.
So that's awesome. And then I put in some of these photos of people accepting things.
That's the guy who made Mist.
Yeah.
He got an award.
You give that guy an
I think he
award.
got like a lifetime. I think he got a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, well, let's look back. Let's see. Trailblazer, yeah.
No,
okay.
no, that Tony Roca, president of GaymerX, received the Trailblazer award.
So it was one of the other ones. Guys, we'll figure it out later. Don't worry about it. Just like, I don't know.
That guy's happy.
You got that happy. You nailed that. Like, it's very happy people, and just like, and then there's like introspective, but I was like flipping through a bunch of photos, and then I was like, wait, was that Romney? So I had to go back.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
it is just
Yeah,
like,
he
in
is.
the
He's
background.
hiding, shadowing.
In the background, I done blended in.
He
not in the
presented
light.
the
It's
award.
just
He
like,
was so happy.
it's just like a friend, just being, as in with Gio, when I saw someone that I know, I was just like, yeah, made me very happy. Because there are a lot of people in this industry I don't know, so when I see someone I do know, it like makes me psyched. This is like, IndieCade, International Festival of Independent Games.
Yeah.
And they look at, there's a lot of cool, weird indie games, and a lot of games that are like,
I wasn't sure which photo was better, so I sent them the 2 of them, even though they're kind of similar. Like that one has the logos, which people like, but like the other one has better composition to show you like what's going on. So
I put both in because I like that you had both in there.
Thanks.
And then it's like there's a lot of, seems to be a lot of VR.
Yeah, there was an entire VR section this year, which was very exciting.
And
I feel like right now is a good time to make mention of my rule when it comes to photography, which is that if the photo only has white straight people in it, I don't take the photo. So as you can see, this photo is a good example of that rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more women, the better, of course.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And it's like, and then you get your whole thing. You just like, oh, look at all these different people playing this cool game. I don't know what it is. It's got like, it may be a game they designed.
They were
right there.
making it.
Yeah, it looks like they were making it. Yeah. And then of course, you gotta.
Oh, look, it's PlayStation! Wow, they're so amazing and incredible.
Yeah. Hey, also
Thanks, PlayStation, for being at everything.
They haven't sponsored us.
Huh?
What?
Oh no.
That's a bummer because 100-foot robot golf is awesome, and I played it. The first time I got to play it was at IndieCade East.
You know what else is awesome? 2064 Rebuild the Memory is coming soon to PlayStation systems, also at PlayStation Experience. I did it.
You did it, yeah, you plugged the game. People playing tabletop games. Those different people getting really into it. I love I love that there's room for banners.
Did you know that Unreal was a sponsor at IndieCade this year? Now you do.
Yeah, thank you. Unreal. Yeah, oh man, there are people like that got forwarded that photo that were just like high-fiving.
Yeah.
Like they were just like,
They
yeah,
were like, hell yeah, they proved that we were there. Yeah.
this justified the money that I begrudgingly agreed to give. One of the things I love about in-game is just like a big projector and a bunch of people sitting around playing games. Like I'm a sucker for that. There's stuff like that here. That's just. And then like
the
panel
little
talks.
hero Nick worked to know his name. I can't say even though he's my friend. He's great though. You should check him out. He organizes come out and play.
And there's a talk on community indie marketing. Yeah, I don't really sit in on all of the really talks because I'm not a game designer, but I'm happy they exist and for people.
Yeah.
That's a great resource.
Yeah.
Just people giving talks in the daytime. And then I just put this one in there because I was like, I don't know what any of this is, but
Just read it.
It's like like I don't know what is this like a game design doc or
Yeah, it's like the premise was like when you're trying to figure out what your game should be about, and so you just like assign a bunch of words to a dice, and you like roll the dice, and then you have to make a game based on those things. And so this is what the audience came up with.
oh okay.
Yeah, it was good. So this is another good thing to do when you take lots of photos of talks. Like not only do you take portraits of the people themselves, but if like the slides are really funny.
Yeah.
I like the funny slides. Oh, wow! What's this? I don't know what this is. Wow, who is this?
I want to slide in.
Okay, hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh hi man.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hi. I mean hello. Yeah, we got some photos from GaymerX.
Hello.
And then you went ahead and because you work here, that's why there's a logo in the corner of all these photos?
Well, so whenever I turn over photos to events, I give them the option to have them watermarked and sized for webs. So that way there's better brand recognition and like a significance of them being official and tied to the event. So IndieK doesn't ask me to do that, so that's why those photos don't have that, but I do that for most events when they want me.
Hell yeah.
Wink.
Yeah. So this is the GaymerX that we're not at this one. These are not photos that happen.
Is that the Electrobuzz up there? No, that's just a Pikachu, right?
Yeah, there was this great guy dressed up as Electrobuzz this year.
What's that word? That's like it's not an anthro. It's like a human version. Yeah, Gajinka.
Did I do that?
You ever know that? So this big like Gara dude who was dressed up as Electrobuzz, and he was like. I got the picture, but he was like just he's like huge, like 6'5", and he's like handing out like I got Electabuzz at GX4.
He had really cute fangs. He posted a lot of selfies that I retweeted with the GaymerX account because that's what I do. Send me your selfies.
Cosplayers playing games is one of my favorite like photo ops. Also, I know there's not DDR here. But when I saw that photo, it gave me a little bit of hope that there might magically be DDR.
Maybe one day, if somebody wants to bring us a machine. I know somebody.
I mean, yeah, we'll talk for GaymerX East 2 and see if we can get a DDR machine in here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're not too far away from.
GaymerX 2, nothing but a DDR machine.
Yeah. Also, yes, there's Dave & Buster's right near here. It has the latest one, Ace, that has like all the songs and.
Wait, no. The GaymerX DDR machine should only have Captain Jack songs on it.
Yes. Yeah. Second and third mix only, please.
Fine,
Yeah.
all right.
Did you do Boom Boom Dollar?
And just cool talks. So the person who was on the panel right before this.
Wow, who's that? I don't know who the person sitting next to me is, or the person on the screen. They're weirdos.
That's me. I didn't even recognize myself. I was dressed up as like a generic Digimon like trainer. So I had like this shirt, like the gold crests, and I had like goggles and like a fake like anime hair. And I'm surrounded by people way more talented than me. We have the creator of Fallout and the lead writer of Dragon Age, and I'm just like acting like an idiot.
They were all losing at trivia.
Okay, because I was like, what question just got asked? Because look at these faces. Like that was my. I was like, oh no, it's a panel.
So it was like a quiz show, but Kitty Powers, the person who's hosting it, like she's way more of a hardcore gamer than I think any of us. Because she was asking questions about like 1980s Amiga horror games, and it was like, let me play you this half a second clip from this, obscure 1989 game. What game is it? Everyone's like, huh?
They were were also drinking, so
I-
they were just like, can we just drink more? Will that make this better?
This action shot, I just love it. Like this thing, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like you don't need context for what just happened there. It's just fucking cool. I don't know.
They're great too. Those two worked on Dragon Age.
Oh hell yeah.
They're responsible. That's Patrick and Karen Weeks who created Iron Bull. So if you ever romance Iron Bull, it's those two.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just panels.
I don't know who that person is either. She's not here this weekend.
So we got
or-
Rikashi.
Oh, yeah.
We got Rikashi.
Oh, Rikashi.
And BJ.
I was making jokes about
Tanya.
Tanya, though, who has been on like 5 panels today, I think. That's less than the. We were making fun of her because she was on like 10,000 at GX4. She was like, I'm only on 5 this time.
And yeah, just like, oh, look.
It's cosplay pageant, where these are our wonderful judges, and we had some very interesting. We had like an entire Smash Brothers brawl. I guess that's the newest one, right?
Yeah, it was the entire cast
Yeah,
of like
exactly.
Smash Brothers.
Well, it was like 8 people.
Like,
It was even 8
yeah,
players.
most of them. There was somebody who was like the thing, the big thing, the bell.
No, it's not a bell. It's like a thing that rises up and like
Yeah.
the ball. Presents come out.
Yeah.
Yes, the ball.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that
cool.
thing.
But not the Smash
And there
Ball.
was somebody who was the yoga trainer, and they like laid with their arms out and like hopped across the stage on their belly. It was good.
That's real good. I just love the having that you have the ceiling in the shot and the lights and.
Oh, the lights were so pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. And also, yes, audience member, you are correct. That suit in the your bottom left is just cool. It's just a cool suit. And then yeah, we got some cool.
My parents' favorite music. That's the name of the performer.
It's like having a great time, looking awesome, great lighting. Another like
That's Aetherdot, who
just like into it.
he's contributed to 2064 also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really good. Oh, that's from the drag show. I don't know who that is.
I was wearing like Slutty Bowser. But Slutty Bowser. See, like.
Yeah, this is just the fucking.
Our cool DJ.
The lighting, yeah. It's just like the light hitting her right in the face. It's just like, I don't know, it's cool and shit. And then people dancing and having a good time. And that's it. Everyone, this was Emmy. You can see her Twitter and her Patreon. You can put a bunch of Polaroids up there. Matt ran away.
Yeah, so
Thanks, Matt.
my Patreon is what made Photo Hell possible, and I guess I'll say it now, and we'll be making Photo Hell 2 possible.
Hell yeah.
So please support me. The money I make there pays for my plane tickets, and that's the sole source of my plane ticket money. So what you'll get by supporting me over there is access to Polaroids and disposable camera pictures that no one else gets to see, as well as quick pics like you just got to see today. So please support me and help me fly around the world and prove that video games exist.
All right, give it up for Emmy. And we're going to bring our panel back. Thank you, Emmy. Appreciate that. Yeah. Austin. Great. Check. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to bring our panelists back. Normally this show is an hour, so that's why I give an hour and a half. I was like, oh, I can do something else. That sounds fun. So we had Emmy, who was already going to be here, come out. And now we're going to get into the videos that our panelists brought to us. And we will start with Mr. Austin Walker.
We're gonna talk about birds some more.
Wait, what? We talking about birds again?
So, I guess when I sent you this thing, I said, I told you that the name of the segment for me was like, a lot of my friends like bird videos, and they're upset at me because I do not like bird videos. But these are some good goddamn bird videos.
These are some good
The
videos.
first one is an older video I really love, and it's also an example of why I don't like bird videos.
So I'm gonna see if this.
You been a naughty boy today, Eric? Eric, have you been a... No. Have you been a naughty boy today? You're not a fucking legend at all. Did you bash up the dog? No, you're not a fucking legend. Did you scare the cat? Did you scare the cat? Lester, don't laugh at him. He's not funny. Eric, look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You're not a fucking legend at all. You're a naughty, 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 naughty boy. You're not You're not. Listen, don't laugh at him. You're naughty.
Yeah, Annie, don't laugh.
Naughty.
Don't let this bird say it's a fucking
No, he doesn't want to kiss a legend because you're not a legend. He doesn't want to kiss a legend.
So the big question
Uh-huh.
on my mind is,
Yeah.
who told that bird they were a legend?
It's that guy. That guy definitely said that you're a fucking legend.
Like every
No, you're right. Yeah, that guy was just like, you're a legend. You're a legend.
You're a legend, man.
She's like, don't say he's a legend.
It goes to his head. But that's everything I hate about birds. She's like, they're really egotistical.
That's like that bird is like a shitty 16-year-old kid.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like an asshole teen bird.
best.
You're like, I'm a fucking legend. Like, what the hell is that?
My band
I don't
is
want a
great.
pet like that.
All right.
That bird definitely owes me like $20. Alright, so the next two are ravens. And like, did you ever know this is the sound ravens make?
So we showed that once.
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff.
And then we're gonna
Yeah.
listen. We're gonna listen again to a for real fucking transformer.
What? It has like audio compression on it. Like I don't understand. That's a good bird.
There's one more. There's one more.
That is a good bird.
Pharrell is gonna sample this right
Yeah.
But also, if you listen, so there's a gentleman saying, "Oh, hello, hello," and then he makes a noise to elicit the response. So you can.
It's a good bird.
Yeah, that's a good bird. That is just like.
Are there more blackbirds next?
No, I forget what the next bird is.
It might be.
Oh, this is just a cool bird.
This is crows, who are super smart and good. Now we watch. It picks up the plastic lid and brings it back up.
And this is an Animaniacs short, isn't it?
Yes.
We get my bird running. Yeah. Oh. Didn't realize that it didn't work on. You need snow.
You need snow, bird. Sledding. He's having such a good time.
Yeah. This bird is just like.
That might be a person in a bird body that just like come to terms with it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go sledding.
I miss sledding. I'm a bird now. Wait,
It's like that Kevin Spacey movie, 9 Lives, where he becomes a cat.
Yeah. The sequel.
That's Kevin Spacey as a bird.
We're not, yeah, that's just a smart bird. It's like, that's a bird just making his own fun.
I'm trying to respect.
Oh, this duck rules.
This duck is the best.
So many good ducks tonight.
This duck is just like, get out of here. You get out of here. It's my driveway. You get out of here. Well, so it's either a duck that's just like, you get the fuck out of my house, or it's a duck that's like, we're going for a run, right? I'll go for a run.
It's a coach.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
It's like a low-stakes version of that Jurassic Park scene with all the gallimimus.
Also, the thing is, that duck has a wide stance, so it's just doing like this and moving real fucking fast.
I move like that my whole life.
Yeah, man.
Is that the last of my birds?
I think we've got the bonus. You have a bonus.
So I have a bonus. There's
Not
no bird.
birds.
Not a bird. This is a baby. I'm not a baby bird.
Oh, no, sorry.
I do another bird. This is a really good bird. This bird really loves my neighbor Totoro.
It's also possible that this bird owner really loves my neighbor Totoro.
Probably.
Like, that's more likely. This bird is just like, man, we watch that movie a lot. All right.
Let me dream.
I know.
So like in my mind, the life of this person playing the piano is like they wanted to do duets for a long time.
Yeah.
And they couldn't. They didn't have anybody who could sing with them. And then their grandma was like, "You should get a bird," and they did. And it's just a really more heartwarming story.
I mean, I like to imagine like we watch Neighborhood Totoro a lot, and one day I started playing the song, and the bird was just like, "Hell yeah, I sing that song.
I know the melody."
Like I don't know that song, but also like, it's just fucking this video is it's like really long, and just like, oh. That's a good bird.
That's the bird, like, that's the thing, is more birds are like that bird and less like the fucking legend bird. Like birds are.
No, I want to see a show with the two of them together.
Me too.
That's what I want.
I like
Bloody
to
birds.
about those there are birds that like have learned behavior about humans, and so they're like, oh, but they remember, so they'll be like, what? So somebody will be like, oh, I never heard those birds be weird, and then they attack a guy that they know is a dick, and they're like, oh, those birds are like. Cool. Nope, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy forever. We remember you. That's the thing with birds. They're like, yeah, they're not dicks to everyone. They're just dicks to
It's a
people.
Seinfeld episode. Pigeons get a grudge against George.
Yeah, but like
I think that's actually an
based in
episode.
the thing. All
All
right.
right, so this next one, not a bird.
Yeah, that's all that is.
That's it. That's just like, that has a white
Sometimes
floor.
you just need that. You know what I mean?
This week is a week I just needed that baby.
Yeah.
Can we get one more time on the baby?
Yeah, we'll go.
I had no idea how ineffectual their roar is.
Like a real baby.
Like a real baby.
Like a real baby and a real cub.
And a
Yeah.
real lion.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for more birds.
Of course.
I literally also was like, oh, I'm gonna talk about birds. And I was like, I have birds. Yeah. All right. Fine. I have 2 bird segments.
Double the bird.
Don't do it.
Danielle.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. There's
My turn.
Yeah. So Danielle, before we get into your videos, there is a theme to your videos.
There sure is.
And one of my favorite elements of these videos are that they're old. They're old videos that someone had on VCR and then was like, I need to put this on. Which is one of my favorite things about the internet is that people were like, I should put this on YouTube so other people can see it.
Yes.
Not people just to create things, people that created things 20, 30 years ago that are like, I gotta digitize this and then put it on YouTube and then not realize that other people they don't know will watch these videos.
Yeah, so
Oh boy.
there's the my original pitch for this was I was gonna try to find this one video from 1992 that starred Christopher Columbus as going to the new Disney World, and it was like this amazing, terrible, total piece of shit like commercial for Disney World. I couldn't find that anywhere online, but I did find this one person had a collection of all the dance performances at Walt Disney World from like 1989 to like 1996. And they're all like, multi-part videos from different angles, and it's like, this guy went on vacation with his 1989 camcorder, and he made sure that his children, or whatever,
I can't believe he brought us another. I can't believe he
could
brought us
see
another.
every
Another
move.
duck?
I really brought us another duck.
Yeah,
It's another bird video.
Was it like Uncle Scrooge? Uncle Scrooge is like Beyonce right now. Like this is some good ass moves.
I also, the choreography is one thing, but the outfits especially, I thought were incredibly snazzy in just the best way.
This is
And
one of
also, yes,
This is one of those cameras that was just a VHS tape inside a camera.
Yes, yeah.
yes.
It's the size of a
Definitely.
giant VCR. Oh yeah,
Whoa.
don't worry about it.
Here comes
Don't worry
Roger
about it,
Rabbit.
guys.
There's a whole story to
We
this
got
too,
you.
of course. There's a
Wait,
story.
are they gonna dance off?
I think they do have a dance off, but it might be in part 2 or 3. This is like part 1 of this particular. I think this is a 1989
Oh, also, if you look
Disney
down,
Mania dance.
down towards the bottom, this is live music being played.
Oh wow.
Which doesn't make, there's no reason for that at all.
None whatsoever.
You don't need to have a band down there.
One of the best parts of all of these videos, and you'll see a theme, are the authentic 80s and 90s haircuts on the moms, dads, grandmas, and grandpas who are enjoying these beautiful shows as well. There's a story. Like,
All right, we're gonna go to the next one.
yeah,
'cause there's-
yeah. Please feel
'cause
free.
Well, because yeah, it's Minnie's turn.
Yeah, so this is a 4th of July. I think this was 1990, 4th of July. And he did not have as good of a seat in this one. So there's going to be a lot of zooming.
These are all from one person.
These are all from one person.
Like I'm saying, Austin.
His whole channel.
Somebody was like, I need to put these on YouTube before the VHS finally breaks.
That's really what
Public
they did.
service.
Yeah.
Again, there's a story here.
One day after Veterans Day, it's good thing to support our troops.
Yep. I mean, there's a whole.
Those outfits are
There's a
bad, right?
whole-
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not wrong. Those
correct.
outfits on those ladies, that's not cool.
They're
Like,
not.
that's just not great.
They're not really authentic or
That's not-
good. So I don't know. You know.
Is that the current naval uniform?
It might be in Disney World.
I mean, I'm really into that one dude. Like, just like they're very far away from each other. Oh yeah, and then also let's get a bunch of other characters in. Like they're so far away. They're really using these things.
And he was definitely mad at like whoever he was with. Like, should have got here earlier.
Yeah.
Should have got here earlier.
And they were also totally missed the 3rd pirouette. Like pissed off about like the choreography. You know, I've gone to Disney World more than 80 times. I've gone to Disney World.
How many?
More than 80. I
80.
80 times
Wow.
a year for most of the years of my existence. My mother is a Disney maniac, let's put it that way. I once took a behind-the-scenes tour where we watched the dancers come from a stage, and they had to be all like,
Danielle,
And
I need you to be truthful. It's a safe space.
I didn't mean to.
Did you take these videos?
You digitized them.
Danielle, I want to point out. Austin and I had the same thought, and at the exact same moment, we both turned to look at you to ask the question. Like,
It's like a
legitimately, I was like,
cheers
he's gonna ask if she took these videos, and that's what you asked, Austin.
We were connected. We were safe.
At a certain point, we'll get in the Jaeger because we know what's going on.
When the Voltron forms were the head. That's.
This is an indoor one, and I immediately was like less interested. I don't know why. Like it's good, but I'm just like, man.
This is also 1992, so we moved on a
The thing
tiny
is,
bit.
Wow.
this led to like the Star Wars dance things. Like
It sure did.
This is a tradition in all theme parks, especially Disney.
What characters is this?
So this one is the Rap and Roll show.
Oh, boy.
Yep, Disney's Rap and Roll. Don't worry, it doesn't go to the horrible
good.
places you think it might. But in part 2 of this beautiful series, this is more of like a rock and roll, but also somebody's like a rap character. I don't know.
I mean, if these were animatronics, I would believe you until now. But they were very great about being frozen in place.
Mannequin challenge.
Well, when the mouse
I
starts
mean,
dancing.
Fucking outfits are great though. Oh wait,
Is that Rick Astley?
Goofy is just like puffed
Yeah,
out.
that's the
No.
thing. So Rick Astley
Wait,
here.
is it actually Rick Astley? Because I was.
It's not.
Okay.
Okay, but the Rick Astley figure here. In part 2 of this video, I decided to go for part 1 because not only do you get the dramatic opening, but also it's like weirdly creepy because like a young child is brought up on stage and he sings "Do You Love Me?" It's a little bit like, all right, like this poor
Yeah.
child is
So
just like.
Goofy's dressed like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And
I am loving Chip and Dale in those
Donna has a fucking mohawk, guys.
Oh,
I don't know why.
wow.
They need to keep
He's
that
the rap
look.
guy.
Bring that back
Yeah.
because
Wait, he's the rapper?
That is
Yeah,
a good
they got
look.
some wires crossed,
Like-
I think, but yeah.
Yeah.
So some of them
And,
are like the rap ones, and some are the rock ones. This is
And
the
then
Disney's
Chip and
rap
Dale are
roll.
like Gloria Estefan in the Miami Sound Machine.
So,
Yes.
guys, I think Pluto should be wearing like Pluto should like have pants, right?
Yeah.
It's weird that he doesn't have pants and he just has a vest.
Yeah, this is a lewd show.
Also, Pluto is just a dog.
Yeah, no. Look, we are not the first, and we will not be the last. A live event where people are just like talking about how Goofy and Pluto are the same species, but very different, and what the fuck? Like,
I'm just saying Pluto should be naked.
yeah, well, Pluto is a mouse's dog, so I don't know.
You think
He's a dog's dog. I know who? No, Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey is. So you think Mickey put that shirt on Pluto?
Yes, he's like, hey, dress up.
People put
Be
shirts
proper.
on dogs.
Don't show your chest. Don't worry about what's below. It's
Yeah.
cool, you know.
Now, there's one more, like, Danielle,
Yeah.
like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Here we go. So this is the earliest video here. 1983. aerobics were a big thing in America.
Oh,
Aerobics videos. So Disney made Mousercise for like children and families, but with Kellen. And what I want you to pay attention to here, not just the amazing choreography,
Well, they
not just
can't
the
do
outfits.
that. They can't do any of this.
Yeah.
They're trying.
They're trying.
Oh,
There's
don't
gonna
worry,
be-
kids. There's also animation.
Yes.
Steve!
And there's also Steve.
Also, Steve's
I
here.
was so mad when Steve left in season 2.
I know. I stopped watching.
And I like Kellen 1, not Kellen 2.
It's pretty great. It's pretty amazing. There's
is
going to
like-
be a verbal warning at the end of this that is the best part of this video. So I want you to listen to that portion of it. But don't worry, keep talking for a
Well,
second.
this is just like if they were like, the Mickey Mouse stuff is really fun, but they don't exercise. We gotta get those kids moving.
Exactly. I love her outfit so much. I want to wear that every day of my life.
Wow. It's very Star Trek Next Generation.
It, like, this is Leslie Knope as aerobics instructor in the 80s with children.
Okay, now remember, before we start, we must breathe properly. We breathe in, and we breathe out. Do it with me. Very good. And if this is your first time with us, start slow and
Here it is.
do it. If you have any shortness of breath, or you get tired
This is
or
for young
dizzy,
children.
any kind of pain at all, make sure to stop. And if you have any medical problems or physical handicaps, ask your doctor before joining us.
Ask my doctor.
And enjoy yourselves. This exercise is for the whole family.
What accent is this?
Enjoy
All of them.
Let's mouse exercise.
There it is.
Like you gotta say, like I get, you gotta say that. But like, now kids, let's exercise. Anyway,
You might die.
like if you have medical problems, you gotta take care of that. That's not on us. Walt Disney Corporation isn't gonna take care of that.
Don't give a fuck.
Sign these release forms.
Hit pause in the VHS, call the doc.
Yeah.
Oh, what mini are you? I'm the mini at Mousercise. Wait, you're not the mini at the theme park? No, I'm only the mini when we have to exercise for videos.
Those costumes are heavy too. It's like MMA fighters in there or something. Right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be buff.
Brett.
Hi.
Brett, now I'm going to peek behind the curtain a little bit here. My friend Brett White, he originally just sent me one video. Usually people send too many, and I'm like, let's
you
release.
had to send them on like Wednesday, and I think Wednesday was a dark day.
That's fair.
By Wednesday, I want to say.
yeah, okay, I waited. Okay, I progressed.
And so, sorry, I had to put the arrow there to make
I
sure
love that,
everyone
I
knew
love
that you were right there. So I was like, hey, send me some videos. So you sent me 2, eventually, send me another one. So we'll watch this first one, because it's short.
Oh, it's amazing.
And it is amazing. And I was like, do you want to do a whole segment on this? And you were like, no, let's just show this one.
Well, this is basically you're going to learn a lot about planets.
I love that color. That's such a happy, beautiful, rich.
It almost kind of looks like what the Earth looks like when you're a bazillion miles away from the planet.
No. Why?
The planet.
Isn't the moon a star?
No, the moon is a planet, darling.
The sun is a star. Is the moon really a planet?
The moon is a planet.
The sun is a star. The moon is not a planet. I knew it! You were trying to take me down that road. The moon is not a planet.
If you listen to
This is
me,
what I guarantee someone's Googling right
Oh, they're
now.
selling
It's
it.
not a planet.
it's not a
It's
planet.
not. I believe it's a star. Or... in grade school where you had to name the planets and there was Uranus.
I don't.
Uranus and the Earth. The moon is not
Uranus and Saturn.
Here, look at this.
Wow. Shame.
Come on, it's a planet.
The real honest God thing is
A natural satellite. Things live on it.
the fact that these 2 people were willing to have an argument about that, but when told the right thing, they both collectively were like, that doesn't make sense.
Metaphor.
We're different kinds of dummies, but we can agree.
My favorite-
that a natural satellite.
My favorite, the quote that me and my fiance say to each other all the time is, Chunky, Google the moon. Because Isaac Mizrahi is like calling off stage to his poor assistant named Chunky. Did you like? This is a day in the life.
I don't think that's Chunky's real name. I think
That's just like that's what Isaac calls it.
Can we talk about models that are just waiting to come out?
Look at that
That's not a mannequin. That's a lady who I'm gonna guess fucking knows what the moon is.
Knows that the moon is not a star.
And her job is to, in a minute, come out and show you how it looks on a human body, this thing they're selling on any show.
I guess the theme of my segment is like gay men that should and shouldn't be your role models.
Okay, yeah.
Isaac Mizrahi, maybe good fashion, not much else going on.
Not a good strong, right?
No.
So we've got the time to fucking play this whole music video.
Yeah, and then my other one is a...
This music video, Brett, why don't you describe?
No, I mean, I was looking, because like, what do you want to say? And I was like, let me go through, I was in a dark place. I was like, let me just go through my YouTube history of like what I've watched recently. And tangent, I re-edited X-Men Apocalypse into my own fan edit, because that movie needed some work and it's great now. My version is. But for the end credits, because the movie is set in the 80s, so it should be more 80s, I went through and made like a montage of looks like 80s clips. And like, so my YouTube history had just like a shit ton of like Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher, a whole bunch of music videos, like
Dark
facts
Place
of
for
life.
Wednesday.
Yeah, which is, yeah. So and so this video was in there, and I was like, oh, I remember this video from when I was a kid, and it was like one of the earliest inklings of like, oh, I'm probably gay.
We're gonna start it now.
Yeah, it's the gayest music video ever, and I love it.
And it's not that like it's the 80s ironic, like dancing in the
Jubilant.
street. Like dancing in the street,
Dancing in
you're
the
like,
Street's amazing.
you guys didn't know this was that gay.
Yeah.
It is. This is 100% like we are making a gay music video.
It is.
Because that's the fucking lyrics. The song is. Oh wow.
This is it's Elton John.
Oh no, that's still standing.
Yeah,
it's 100%. I'm still standing.
Yes. And it's just like, I love it. It's like Elton John. I realized at some point I'm slowly turning into Elton John as I get older. I didn't know my life was going this way. But it's like Elton John in a fly-ass suit walking through a whole bunch of men in bikinis. And I love this hotel wardrobe. Tips and glitter.
Word.
Here's your glitter tip.
That's a power play.
There are so many extras in this video.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you gotta work hard, but also everyone's having a great time.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Well, this video is also great because it plays with gender expectations because it'll close up on like a crotch and you're like, ooh, that's like a sexy lady's crotch. And it'll pan up like, it's a guy. And like, for the 80s, I'm like, that's amazing.
Yes.
Because I don't even know how out Elton John was at this point. I mean, obviously super out, but also like probably not since the 80s. I love that shot. Guys, I'm excited by this.
I mean,
great.
the man in silver and blue is my favorite person of the 80s. I don't know his name, I'll never know. But I love that man. Because he is fucking selling it.
Just chuck some clowns in there too.
Yeah.
Kissing clowns.
I want to cosplay this.
Oh, that guy is completely in love with Elton John.
Yeah.
That guy. Oh.
Like I want to wear this suit and just have a gaggle around.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, that's gentleman in the foreground.
Yeah. That's the reveal. It's like, oh, it's a lady up front, but then he like drops down. It's like, no, I'm a dude. That's right, like straight dads in Milwaukee. You were just checking out my package. Oh, like this.
Yeah.
It's like, whose lives are those? Is that the man's lives? Is that the man? Like, no. It's so great.
That's just a better thing to have. Let's have people run into each other.
Like, music videos were maybe like 5 years old at this point, and it was like, oh, just turn the camera on and just like run around. Just like shoot some shit.
And then also, jugglers, mime, juggling mimes. Let's not juggling mimes. This is set in France, so.
I'm super into this right
Yes.
now. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this all day.
I just want everything Elton John is wearing in this video.
Oh my god, and everything everybody's wearing in this video.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's like nighttime, sleepy time.
This is like the best case I've seen for prolonging the 80s, like neo-Renaissance.
Yeah.
I want this version of the 80s more than
I mean, all those glasses are only in that shot, and they're all the best fucking glasses. Like every pair of those glasses that you don't, that should be the whole video. The whole video should be those 2 glasses, like, oh.
They were like, we have like $2,000 left in the video budget, Ellen. What should we do? It was like 12 really good pairs of glasses. Give me that.
Oh, if you want every shot you wear a different one, that's gonna be a little hard. No, we'll just do one shot.
One
You
shot.
wear a bunch of them.
At the end.
Just do that at the end.
So, good gay role model, Elton John in that video.
There you go.
Here's the thing.
Know your planets.
If I
know Elton John.
had everything together, we also would have had Elton John dressed as Daffy Duck.
Oh, that's right.
Because that is a thing.
Oh.
But you could just fucking find that on the internet.
Yeah.
It's just on the internet.
Yeah.
So I want to thank my panelists. We're going to do the wrap up, the thank yous right now. I want to thank Brett and Austin and Danielle for being. We want to thank Andy for being our special guest. I'm going to photo of Matt because he came up and I didn't know that was going to happen. So there's a photo of Matt. I got a panel here tomorrow at 11 a.m. It's called Getting Better Through First Drafts and Failures. Alexandra, who's in the audience right now, put that together. And Danielle, you're going to be on that panel too.
Gonna be there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So that's it. 404.com. I'm going to put all this stuff up through the course of the week. I'm going to hopefully have a video on YouTube, but there's a playlist of my other stuff, which sometimes is more gaming focused, but often is just fun stuff. So I always try to end with just like, hey, maybe you didn't love it. Maybe there wasn't a video that spoke to you. I always try to nail like an image that I think is really funny. But because of the week, I decided to pick something else, which I think, people that are in a place that they can be, that physically and mentally can be in this place, I encourage all of you to be Snorlax if you can. Because not everyone can be Snorlax, but Snorlax is saving everybody.
Saving everybody.
That's right.
So,
Snorlax.
if you can be Snorlax, please do enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you all for coming out.